Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to another of these recordings made just for you to expand, enlighten your understandings, and hopefully, even if there's just one word or one sentence in here that helps you in some way, then that's my job done. I'm the messenger. So today we're looking into potential, power, passion, purpose. And as ever, those of you who know me well know I absolutely love alliteration. And when I focused on the letter P, there are so many that bring forward the powerful aspects of the divine feminine, because she has all of this potential in spades. And potential is the aspect of this that I'm going to focus on today. Because what exactly does potential mean? Well, I looked it up on here, and this is what the thesaurus would have us know: having or showing the capacity to develop into something in the future. That is what the potential is. And when we are conceived, we enter into that place of pure, raw potential, because in we come and we are the product of both our father and our mother. The father's seed is implanted in the womb, and of course, mother grows the baby inside until it's ready to be birthed. But coming in with that beautiful seed, of course, we have all of the attributes of father, and they meet and merge with mother's egg. And of course, her egg is imbued with all of her amazing attributes as well. Now, we've got to take the good with the bad in life, the dark with the light. Yes, all of that is fabulous. But then we know that Father has had a past life, his lifetime, and then there's all the ancestral stuff, the familial lineages that go back and back and back, right back to the star beings. And the same with Mother. You know, her DNA is imbued with so much programming from many, many different aspects of life, all in there, all going in this beautiful egg into the womb, into the conception and the growing and the loving and the expanding. And it's all there, you know, everything. And out of that, after 9 months, pops a beautiful baby, innocent, and yet flowing through baby's blood is the cellular memory of all of that. So there is the potential. Now, it could well be, and hopefully always is, that the pureness, the light, is the tipping balance, the one that will win through. But sometimes during the course of our lifetimes, we encounter stuff in inverted commas that can hinder us from being the successful being we know at some level we're really capable of being. And that's where we need to bring in our own self work. Self work. Because you know I'm deeply into self empowerment. Yes, we can sit back and let others do it for us, but there's nothing like grabbing the whole thing, the bull by the horns, as it were, and really getting in about your own stuff and bringing it up into the light. So shying away from that, knowing that there's something there, that anytime you think about it, just gives you this funny feeling in your stomach, and you think, oh no, don't want to look at that today. I'll just shove it back down. Now, you'll gather from the way I'm speaking that I have experience of that. Of course I do. I'm a human being. and a spiritual being. And I have had to work through all this myself, acknowledging, loving, letting go, so that my potential can shine through, so that I can love that potential, so that as I focus on the positivity, the positive aspects and attributes that those beautiful eggs brought into my mother's womb, my father's and my mother's, all of that stuff that came in, we can focus on the positives and let go of the negatives. And somebody wrote a song about that back in the 40s or something. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Great song, great words. Because there's nothing new here. This is what we're doing. So it's about, with that conscious awareness. Now, you don't have that when you're a baby. You come in and you play with your toes and you pick your nose and all that kind of stuff, and goo and ga and poo and all the rest of it, until, I reckon what your parents are teaching you up until about the age of 7. Those really are the formative years. That's when you're receiving all that love and nurture. And then from then on, you're kind of more investigating the world around you and stepping out. And then, of course, we know as time goes on, that you develop a lot of the skills, a lot of the talents, the natural talents that have come in. And thus you fulfill your potential. But I've got really good news for you. I don't think you're ever done fulfilling that potential, because I'm going to tell you who knows all about your potential, and that's your soul. Now, he or she has been alive forever, and is your life forever. Cellular memory, as a being, if you like, your higher self, your divine self, whatever you care to call it. He or she is there holding all of that information. And we spend a lot of time really trying to remember that, to winkle that out, to bring it into our lives, to remember, because the soul has it all. But I tell you what, if you are not engaging with your soul, if you're not connecting with your soul in an active way and having a wonderful discussion every day, then you're not going to remember everything that you could. And that is a wonderful habit to form. We have lots of negative habits, but how about creating these really positive habits? Positive things. Now, I know a lot of you have positive regimes or strategies that you use every day of your life. That's tremendous. Why not add this one to it? I'm connecting to my soul every day of my life, and I do that because my soul, she and I have tremendous discussions about what I'm meant to be being, what I'm meant to be doing, what I'm not seeing, perhaps. I really go for it and I listen. I'm listening to that, hearing the answers. If I listen, I will hear. If my brain is full of rubbish and, if it's rifling through every single thing that happened today, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, then, poof, you'll go up in a big puff of smoke, as it were, as you burn out. You can't do that. So it's about learning to be peaceful. Notice all these words beginning with P. I just love them. Peaceful, positive. Bringing that positive peace into your life. Because you know what it's all about, love. I'll get to love later on. I'm just building up my new website, just recording all these little bits, these little nuggets for you, because a lot of you have met, and I know and I love well, I value you in my life and on this website, and listening to the random jottings of mine. It is great. But we always have to take action. We can't sit back and think, oh, well, I'm going to learn all this by osmosis. Just, it's just going to all come in. Take action. Now, your action at the end of this little information section, hopefully, is that you will sit down, close down the outside experience, and meditate and connect. Connect with your soul because she's there for you, just for you, not for anybody else. Oh, so this little talk has been about remembering your pure, raw potential energy. You started with it all those years ago. It's still there. There's a whole lifetime to go to realize your potential. And you do that by learning, by experiencing, by growing. It's a constant circle. You've got to throw your hat in the ring, as it were. You've got to go to that webinar or go to that workshop and experience, allow yourself to unfold, to grow from each of life's experiences, that new job, that new relationship. You can dither about on the edges being indecisive, or you can say, well, you know what? I'm going to throw my hat in the ring here. I'm going to do this because it can only have a positive outcome. And the positive outcome is going to be that I learn something and I grow from it. So that's fantastic, because what it eliminates is failure and it ensures success. So think about that. Would you like to do that? Absolutely. Absolutely. And so that becomes a kind of cycle, constant circle of life, as it were, learning, growing, getting to the next level, acknowledging everything that you've learned and got under your belt, as it were, and then stepping into the next aspect. So you're constantly changing. Isn't that fantastic? You're not standing still. You're not stagnating. You might have thought that you were. Sometimes there's a wee bit of a lull after a big learning cycle. And that's for you to catch your breath and just sit still for a wee while. Maybe have some jammies days, as I call them, wrap yourself up in bed. Because there's lots comes into you then. You must know that. That's when they think, oh, well, we'll have a wee blether with her here, or him. And while you're doing that, you're reclaiming all the cellular memory that your soul has. And she or he is going to help you remember exactly who you are. So what I would say to you is embrace that pure, raw potential energy that is you. Love it to bits. Love every aspect of it. And if, as I say that, there's a bit coming up saying, oh, you can't love that bit. Do you know what? Acknowledge it right now. Just say, hello, you. I remember you. You quite often pop in to try and sabotage me at some level. And, just imagine your saboteur in this moment. What does she look like? What does he look like? Hello, how are you? Have a wee conversation. And then maybe put a kilt on it and a tartan tammy and give it the bagpipes, give it a character and see yourself jigging with it, do a wee dance with it, make it laugh. That's it. Have a laugh. Have a laugh with your saboteur, because you're going to also invite Archangel Michael Most High in and just say, Michael, would you please take this saboteur to wherever he or she needs to go to be at peace. And just watch him, because that's what he'll do. And it's all going to go to the light for transmutation. And the wonderful thing is, right now, you can call your power back. I am calling all of my soul power back from that saboteur right now. Great stuff. And that power is coming right back in. And you know what? I bet it's going into your second chakra, into that creative and inspirational center of yours. Because why? Because if your saboteur is out to sabotage anything, it's out to sabotage that aspect of you, the aspect of you that is plugged into spirit, inspirational, inspiration, in spiritus, in spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for inspiring me to say that. There's no notes here, there's no list of things. There is just pure, raw potential and energy. And they're using my voice as an instrument to bring it forward to you. So I hope you've enjoyed this. And we're going to just leave that little visualization. And if your saboteur pops back in at any time, do the same again. It won't be the same one, by the way, but then they come from all parts, places, people. There you are, more peas, can't help it. Okay, I'm sending you lots and lots of love. It's such an honor to be here on the planet at this time and to have people like yourself taking time just to listen to what we're saying. And I truly look forward to seeing you at a webinar. I'm doing lots of webinars and things, so hopefully you'll come along to that. If you want to find out about that, please subscribe here because I will put them up on here. This is YouTube, of course, Patricia Iris Kerins. And then there's www.patriciairiskerins.com. And if you register there, you'll get my newsletters. And on there, I will be inviting you to lots of things. I do a lot of things for free on a donation basis. And it's those wee donations that augment my pension because I am a pensioner now, really semi-retired from therapy work, but as a spiritual guide and mentor and director, I am being used as an instrument, and they're going to keep doing that because, well, I think both sides love it. So that's great. All righty. Have a wonderful day. Bless you. And thank you for being here. And if you get a moment and you'd like to make a donation, please do. Everything is gratefully received. Thank you. Bye-bye.